a lot of rock bands, rock stars even refuse to even acknowledge Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You go on any forum or discussion group with people that are in the music industry, the rock music industry, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is a joke. They don't want anything to do with it. And a lot of the musicians that could get into it, they don't want anything to do with it. It's seen as a buy-in. I think the Sex Pistols, an old group from back in the day, when they were nominated, they sent a letter to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, basically saying, "F you, we're not going." And why would we even go to a thing where we have to pay $15,000 to donate to some organizational, benefit that we don't care about? We're rock and roll. We do our own thing, and whatever.
So does that contribute to somebody not? So say they want to select somebody, right? But that person doesn't want to pay. Does that contribute to them not getting?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, that's one
Oh,
reason
okay,
why.
okay.
One theory of one reason why they've kept it anonymous on who does it and everything. Like, you talk to the musicians, the people that vote, it's all producers. It's all people that are in the four, head production companies that are in control of everything. They're the ones that pick. And so once, a musician comes out and says something negative about them, or says, we're not going to follow your rule, they're going to get, delisted from it, which is understandable. But at the same time, being told and shunned and thrown out from the popular Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is exactly what a rock star wants. That goes with their theory of, being who they are as a rock band. Now, that doesn't help them in a career standpoint, which I'll come to later with some other ideas.
Yeah, but I mean, how are you like a legit Hall of Fame if you got to pay the fee, and
they're not.
So we want you, but you didn't pay us, so we ain't putting you in. Like, what? Come on.
Again, it's anonymous, so it's not like you can interview any of those people and say, "Hey, did you not put them in?" Because
I think that's my biggest. I think that's my biggest issue with it. It has nothing like, even they could let in who they want to let in, right? But at the same time, it's like there's no accountability. Like, so, and going back to when you first said, if it was just rock, right? Then yeah, like I can see them not letting LL Cool, but I was under the standpoint how you were, like, hey, well, apparently I just letting all genres of music in. So if that person is great in their genre, why do they have to wait so many years? And I think that was the biggest thing for me, why I was like, I got an issue with this.
Oh yeah, and there's definitely an issue, because even some of the stuff I was reading today, like, they put Johnny Cash in it, which, kudos, he's done a lot to the music industry, mostly country, but, still huge icon. But yet, Willie Nelson has never been even talked about. Never been nominated. Wow. So it's like, you'll allow one, but then won't allow the other.
So then who pays for Johnny Cash? Like his old label or family? Like, who will pay for him?
I don't know.
And that's the stuff I don't like. So I think for the most part, we're in agreement that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame needs like a revamp.
Oh, like, yeah, definitely in agreement with that. Some talking points from your conversation that I wrote down, though.
Okay, go ahead.
You made a statement that your reasoning of getting rid of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was rock is dead. Rock doesn't influence the culture, and then who the hell talks about the Foo Fighters anymore?
Okay, all right. So one point first. So when I say rock, for me to explain myself. When I say rock is dead, I'm speaking from a standpoint of, bro, we used to know rock stars though. Like, I mean, like, they were larger than life. Even like the biggest hip hop stars back then, they want to be. I want to be called a rock star. Like, it ain't like that no more. I feel like the term rock star, they just mean you're famous. They don't really mean you're a rock star. So that's what I meant. So what do you say to that?
Once again, we agree. You're right. Rock is dead.
Oh, man, I thought you was going to go the other way.
No, I'm going to give some reasons. I'm going to give some reasons for it.
Go ahead.
So, obviously, to me, rock is alive, and it's doing well. listen to new bands all the time. I go to, I mean, not anymore because of COVID, but I'd go to festivals, every year. I was in Jacksonville for Rockville back in the day. I would go down to Club LA down in Destin to see bands all the time. So for me, rock and roll was real because there's always something surrounding me there. But you can't find that anywhere else. And a lot of the reason why is because rock bands have lost their ability to be, they don't want to be rock stars anymore. They might mentally want to, but they don't know how to do it like they did before. Whereas the hip hop game and the hip hop stars, they are the modern rock stars. They know how to live that life. They know how to use the internet. They know how to use pop culture and all that to make them something outside of music. Whereas the only rock stars that we hear that do that are, again, Ozzy Osbourne, having a reality TV show.
Yeah.
Singer from Poison, Bret Michaels.
So why do you think that is, though? Why do you think they don't? Is it as simple as they don't know how to market themselves?
I think marketing, and I think if you want to walk down for about 5 minutes with me down a little history of music,
go ahead.